What are those?
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're reliving all the most relatable quips from Disney's most diabolical baddies.
You can't count on anyone, especially your heroes.
Number 20. Steal a kingdom and you're a statesman. Aladdin. The original animated Jafar makes a number of biting remarks throughout the movie.
I will be Sultan, not that addle-pated twit.
But the 2019 live action is home to a rather insightful exchange. Jafar relates to Aladdin as a former street rat.
People like us must be realistic.
Us.
You see, I was once like you.
Both the Kingdom of Agrabah and the real world are frequently unkind to those who don't have a lot in life. So Jafar uses the moment to manipulate the aspiring prince through admittedly earnest takes about the imbalance of justice.
Steal an apple and you're a thief. Steal a kingdom and you're a statesman.
He's right, because the way petty crime is punished is so often disproportionate to the way more serious crime is covered up or even rewarded.
Either the most powerful man in the room or you're nothing.
Number 19. You blithering blockhead, Peter Pan. It's a common trope for Disney villains' evil henchmen to be, well, morons.
I just hear that name and I shudder.
Mufasa.
Ooh. Do it again.
Mufasa.
So often the bane of their existence, you'd think the villains would enlist better help.
Have you captured 626 or not?
Consider yourselves fired and prison-bound. Your incompetence is nothing short of unspeakable.
Nevertheless, Captain Hook is saddled with Smee's idiocy throughout the entire movie, and can't help but lash out at him numerous times.
Why, you blithering blockhead?
After falling for Peter Pan's impersonation of Captain Hook,
I said nothing of the sort.
the goofy underling receives a brutal insult.
You blithering idiot!
We feel your pain, Captain. In fact, Smee's name in the credits might as well have been Blithering Blockhead.
Understand?
Number 18. Just Look at It. Filled with power for its owner, the Rescuers. The saying goes that diamonds are a girl's best friend. At least in Madame Medusa's case, this is absolutely true.
I want that diamond. I've got to have the devil's eye.
So many Disney villains are motivated by the pursuit of a precious artifact that can grant them godlike powers. However, Medusa simply seeks worldly pleasures, and we can't really blame her. She's overjoyed when she finally comes across the devil's eye, because she knows the true value a status symbol can hold for a gal like her.
Just look at it, filled with power for its owner.
This quote goes out to all the collector hobbyists. Even if Medusa doesn't sell the world's largest diamond for massive profits, just being in possession of it will grant her plentiful social capital. So next time you score that rare grail you've been wanting to add to your collection forever, think of Medusa.
Now, my dear, you are going to find the big shiny diamond for your Auntie Medusa, aren't you?
Number 17. Miserable darling, as usual, perfectly wretched. 101 Dalmatians. You know when someone asks you how you're doing and you reply, good, just to spare them all the ugly details? Well, cranky Cruella has no problem sharing her true state of mind with friend Anita. We're introduced to the villain via a menacingly large silhouette and wafting green cloud. All the while, Roger sings about how terrible she is.
If she doesn't scare you, no evil thing will.
So when Anita asks, how are you? Cruella's blunt response isn't too shocking.
Miserable darling as usual, perfectly wretched.
It's fun to imagine a world where we could so candidly admit to being in a horrendous mood, before flippantly changing the subject.
And poor Roger is your bold and fearless Sir Galahad.
So maybe next time someone asks how you are, channel your inner Cruella and give them the honest truth.
Blast this pen! Blast this wretched, wretched pen! Ah!
Number 16. I think Mayor Lionheart just wanted the sheep vote. Zootopia. Despite the name, Zootopia isn't all that much of a utopia. In fact, it reflects our splintered political world in a lot of ways.
I'll be ruined!
Well, what does Chief Bogo say?
Chief Bogo doesn't know, and we are going to keep it that way.
Bellwether is not blind to the actual value she holds to her higher-up Mayor Lionheart.
Oh, I'm more of a glorified secretary.
Like a true politician, he offers her the illusion of control, only to treat her like a low-class bumbling fool.
But he did give me that nice mug. Oh. Feels good to be appreciated.
Smell weather!
Ah, that's a fun little name he likes to use.
After all, he is a lion, the apex predator, and she's just a sheep, his prey. So when Bellwether has a moment of reflection, it becomes painfully evident that citizens like her are really just pawns in a power grab to maintain status quo.
I think Mayor Lionheart just wanted the sheep vote.
Considering the way real leaders often follow suit by pandering and then under-delivering, this line is just too true for comfort. Number 15. I might just split a seam now if I don't die laughing first. The Nightmare Before Christmas. Okay, Oogie Boogie might sing this line to Santa while he's being spun around on a torture rack, but that doesn't make his words any less ironic. We all know that one person who turns everything into a painfully unfunny stand-up routine. So when the ghoulish baddie says,
I might just split a seam now if I don't die laughing first,
we can't help but relate. Rather than responding to terrible jokes with a pity chuckle and discreet eye roll, it would be splendid to actually deliver Oogie's iconic line. Just maybe not through song and dance.
'cause this may be the last time you hear the boogie song.
Number 14. I am the one who's willing to do whatever it takes to seize my moment. Coco. Life isn't fair. True talent isn't always rewarded. Ernesto de la Cruz knows this. He has a number of piercingly forthright quotes in Coco.
Success doesn't come for free, Miguel.
There's a reason the term lucky break exists, but Ernesto is tired of waiting for his luck to show up.
When you see your moment, you mustn't let it pass you by. You must seize it.
The words "seize the moment" are repeated throughout the film, and they clearly live rent-free in the aspiring musician's head.
When you see your moment, you mustn't let it pass you by. You must seize it.
During the climax of the movie, he tells Miguel,
I am the one who's willing to do what it takes to seize my moment. Whatever it takes.
And he's sort of living out the fantasy so many of us wish we could. How many times have you had an opportunity slip through your hands? These chances don't come around often, so Ernesto is merely owning the fact that you might have to play a little dirty to get what you deserve in life. Though we can't say we condone murdering your best friend and stealing their life's work.
I would hate to have you think
that you murdered Hector for his songs?
You don't think that, do you?
Number 13. This is what happens when you dummies try to think. Toy Story 3. Oh, Lotso, the dejected old toy who's seen it all and has everything figured out.
Ain't one kid ever loved a toy, really. Chew on that when you're at the dump.
Most Disney villains have a bit of a superiority complex, and Toy Story 3's huggable bad boy is no different. Lotso is jaded after being discarded one too many times, especially by his original owner, Daisy.
Daisy? You used to do everything with her?
Yeah, then she threw us out.
No, she lost you.
In typical blissful hero fashion, Woody tries to appeal to Lotso's pathos by reminding him that he was once loved. But Lotso isn't having it.
She loved you, Lotso.
She never loved me.
As much as any kid ever loved a toy.
In true villainous fashion, he delivers a hilariously scathing insult to the group.
This is what happens when you dummies try to think.
The sad part is, his pessimistic outlook isn't entirely wrong. A major theme of the film is growing up. Andy ultimately goes off to college and rehomes his long-neglected childhood toys. Context aside, this nasty read could come in handy in so many situations, and totally reminds us of Scar's epic burn, which we'll get to soon. Number 12. Turns out there are lots of people, whole countries, that want respect. The Incredibles. The Incredibles explores a lot of meta themes about superheroes, like their celebrity status and unchecked power.
Well, I'm Incrediboy!
What? No. You're that kid from the fan club.
Rejected superhero turned supervillain Syndrome serves as a tool to remind Mr. Incredible that harnessing otherworldly abilities comes with a lot of responsibility. And he's right. How many superhero films have seen mass destruction brought on, at least in great part, by the hero who's trying to save the day?
Another suit was filed by the victims of the L train accident. Incredible's court losses cost the government millions. And open the floodgates for dozens of superhero lawsuits the world over.
Mr. Incredible is forced to reckon with the way his decisions impact everyday people, particularly when Syndrome follows up with,
turns out there are a lot of people, whole countries, who want respect.
It makes sense, because superheroes rarely stop to think about how their action movie escapades can destroy the lives of people they vow to protect.
Now you respect me, because I'm a threat.
So even if Syndrome is rather deranged, we have to commend the way he articulates his plan to erode the uniqueness of superpowers by leveling the playing field.
And when everyone's super, no one will be.
Number 11. Nothing is ever given. For everything you must pay. Cinderella. Lady Tremaine is far more fleshed out in the 2015 live-action remake of Cinderella, providing a tragic backstory that contextualizes some of her cruelty.
And so, I lived unhappily ever after. My story would appear to be ended.
Having been twice widowed and missing an opportunity to marry one of her daughters off to a prince, she's understandably cynical. She reminds Cinderella that
nothing is ever given, for everything we must pay.
Cinderella's response shows some of her naivete to the coldness of the outside world.
Kindness is free. Love is free.
The wicked stepmother's truthful words are a twist on the idea that nothing in life is free, scoffing at her stepdaughter that
love is not free.
Even if a monetary cost isn't in reference, Lady Tremaine takes the glass half-empty approach, pointing out the transactional nature of the world. Number 10. The real power in this world ain't magic, it's money. Buckets of it. The Princess and the Frog. Disney is perhaps why many of us grew up believing in magic in the first place, so to hear that even they didn't really believe in its power was quite earth-shattering. Well, until we grew up and learned what really makes the world go round.
Now y'all gotta get hitched, but hitching ties you down. You just want to be free, hop from place to place. But freedom takes green.
Now, don't get us wrong. We certainly don't condone Dr. Facilier's scheme here, but we get where he's coming from. Those with fuller bank accounts tend to have more pull in this world, while those on the lighter end can often find themselves denied basic necessities, let alone luxuries.
You and I both know the real power in this world ain't magic. It's money. Buckets of it.
It's true.
Whoever said money doesn't buy happiness clearly had enough of it to live a comfortable life.
Aren't you tired of living on the margins? While all those fat cats in their fancy cars don't give you so much as a sideways glance.
Yes, I am.
Number 9. I really felt quite distressed at not receiving an invitation. Sleeping Beauty. Feeling left out really sucks. We all know that.
Why, it's Maleficent. What does she want here?
While we might fantasize about cursing those who made us feel bad, the reality is that we're more likely to just sit in our distress. It's easy to let our anxiety spiral down a rabbit hole, imagining all the possible reasons we weren't invited.
I really felt quite distressed at not receiving an invitation.
You weren't wanted.
Not what? Oh dear, what an awkward situation. I had hoped it was merely due to some oversight.
We wish we had Maleficent's courage to straight up tell the offenders how they'd upset us. Although given the answer she gets, perhaps it's better to remain in the dark. Does she maybe go a hairline too far, exacting her revenge? Yeah, absolutely. But also, FOMO's the worst. So, yeah, we get it.
Before the sun sets on her 16th birthday, she shall prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and die.
Oh no!
Number 8. If I lose my temper, you lose your head. Alice in Wonderland. The Queen of Hearts is a whole mood.
Painting my roses red! Someone will lose his head!
Sure, we like to think that on a good day we have more patience and grace than she does, but when someone really gets under our skin, we feel that inner queen rise up. Whether it's a relationship issue, unruly kids, or a boss who needs to be knocked back a peg. On the outside, we're trying to handle it with all the politeness we can muster.
I warn you, child. If I lose my temper, you lose your head. Understand?
But inside, we're turning as red as the queen, holding back the urge to explode like volcanic lava. By now, we've all perfected the more politically correct way of sharing the queen's sentiments, but deep down, we're raging just as hard.
What were you saying, my dear?
Well, she simply said that you're a fat, pompous, bad-tempered old tyrant.
Number 7. The world is dark and selfish and cruel. Tangled. Not to bring the tone down, but dare we say it, Mother Gothel has a point.
Mother knows best. Listen to your mother. It's a scary world out there.
That's not to say there aren't glimmers of hope and goodness out there, but when was the last time you scoured the headlines without feeling downtrodden about the state of the world? Of course, it's not lost on us that Mother Gothel is one of the people destroying the smallest sparks of light for her own selfish gain.
If he's lying, don't come crying. Mother knows best.
We don't want to say Mother knows best, but in this case, we'd have to concede she kinda does. Still, it reminds us to fight harder for those rays of sunshine and not let villains plunge us into total darkness.
The world is dark and selfish and cruel. If it finds even the slightest ray of sunshine, it destroys it.
Number 6. He's a guy. Hercules. Hades is one of the most relatable villains because he gets it. His wry humor, sardonic tone, and sharp words can easily cut anyone, even a demigod, down to size.
Now you know how it feels to be just like everybody else. Isn't it just peachy?
We also wish we had Hades around when our friends go on and on about their latest romantic endeavors. It's not that we object to our friends being happy, quite the opposite. But you know, no need to get carried away to Mount Olympus.
Can't believe you're getting so worked up about some guy.
This one is different. He's honest and he's sweet.
Please.
He would never do anything to hurt me.
He's a guy.
For all his villainy, we have to side with Hades on this one. Come on, girl, you haven't known him for that long. Let's keep it on planet Earth. And once more, but louder for the folks at the back.
He's a guy.
Number 5. Don't I deserve the best? Beauty and the Beast. It's hard to find any redeeming factors in Gaston, but we'll say one thing for him. He knows his worth. Well, he might overshoot, but you get our point.
You know, Belle, there's not a girl in town who wouldn't love to be in your shoes. This is the day... This is the day your dreams come true.
If there's one thing we can all take away from this egotistical bad boy, it's that. We live in a world where self-confidence is often seen as conceited, so many of us prefer to keep our heads down than celebrate what makes us great.
No one's got us well cleft in his chin like Gaston.
As a specimen, yes, I'm intimidating.
I wanna guide at Gaston.
We almost can't believe we're saying this, but we should take a leaf out of Gaston's book, not that he could read it, and never feel shame in reminding ourselves that we deserve the best and should never settle for anything less.
The most beautiful girl in town.
I know,
That makes her the best. And don't I deserve the best?
Well, of course. I mean, you do.
Number 4. I can't be bothered with that. The Jungle Book.
Can't be bothered with that. I have no time for that sort of nonsense.
We know. You're already thinking, yes, this, all of this. This exchange between Shere Khan and Ka has more than one quote that makes us feel seen.
It's simply terrible. I can't eat. I can't sleep. So I sing myself to sleep.
Yes, we've all been in Ka's scales, but we're likely to find ourselves siding with Shere Khan more often. We can think of an endless number of scenarios that warrant the kind of pinching the bridge of your nose that would accompany such a statement. Overly dramatic coworkers, endless group chat arguments, family dramas. The list goes on. As much as we'd love to quote Shere Khan to some people's faces, we'll stick with eye rolls behind their backs.
Who does he think he's fooling? The helpless little lad. Ooh, he gives me the shivers.
Number 3. Life's full of tough choices, isn't it? The Little Mermaid. Once upon a time, we thought we'd grow up to be Ariel, only to realize we'd actually become Ursula.
Now look at me. Wasted away to practically nothing. Banished and exiled and practically starving.
She's the first to admit she's got a nasty side. Some might even call her a witch. Call her what you want, but she speaks a lot of truth. Thanks to Ursula, we'd never underestimate the importance of body language.
You'll have your looks, your pretty face, and don't underestimate the importance of body language.
When Ariel faces a crucial decision, give up her life under the sea or lose the guy she's infatuated with, Ursula hits her with a much-needed dose of reality. Whether it's choosing between cooking or getting takeout or making some big life-altering decision, honestly, she is preaching to the choir.
I'll never be with my father or sisters again.
That's right. But you'll have your man. Life's full of
tough choices, isn't it?
Number 2. Well, I suppose there's time for dessert. The Emperor's New Groove. If you can't relate to this statement, then sorry, we don't think we can be friends.
A few drops in his drink, then I'll propose a toast, and he will be dead before dessert.
Which is a real shame, because it's going to be delicious.
If Yzma can accidentally turn the Emperor into a llama and then plot to dispose of the evidence and still find time for dessert and a cup of coffee, then you can too. We live in a world where everything is made to feel urgent, although that is very rarely the case.
So you're no spring chicken. And I mean that in the best possible way.
What? A llama? He's supposed to be dead!
Yeah, weird.
In fact, we encourage you to share this quote far and wide to remind everyone that there is almost always time for dessert. Just think how much better you'll feel after, too. Go ahead, you deserve that treat. The world can wait.
This is kind of important.
How about dessert?
Well, I suppose there's time for dessert.
And coffee.
All right, a quick cup of coffee. Then take him out of town and finish the job.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. I'm surrounded by idiots. The Lion King. First, a thank you to Scar for setting some of the most realistic life expectations.
Life's not fair, is it?
We're not saying his words turned us into pessimists, but keeping expectations low sure makes the golden moments shine brighter. Still, there are those moments when frustration peaks, and you can't help but mutter,
I'm surrounded by idiots.
Whether it's group projects where no one's pulling their weight, individuals who should really embrace the art of silence, or people who stop dead in their tracks to send a message in the middle of the street, you've probably got your own list by now. Perhaps one of the most unfair parts of life is the mental energy it takes not to say what we're really thinking.
Temper. I wouldn't dream of challenging you.
Pity. Why not?
Well, as far as brains go, I got the lion's share.
Have you ever quoted one of these villains in real life? Tell us about it in the comments.